My name is Michael, and today I'd like to introduce you to my reflective learning service project here at Westminster Shores. But first of all, I'd like to talk about the goals I set myself before I even started here. First of all, I wanted to get familiar or more familiar with foreign work cultures and how I, as an international, have to adjust to them. And now I'd like to show you around a little bit and also show you what you can expect when you're retiring one day. Okay, so right now I'm sitting at the assisted living complex of Westminster Shores, and that's where people live who have limitations in either walking or other physical limitations that they just can't live in one of the other buildings. And it's typical for them to have nurses for them provided 24 hours a day so that they can keep their everyday life like they did before. And what I did here was helping a couple who wanted me to check on their mails and emails and provide them with some tips and tricks on how to use their smartphones. As you can see, life in general is very peaceful here. People go for a walk or just enjoy the view or read a book or something like that. And in my opinion, the location gives the residents an optimal conditions to live through their last stage of life. But I mean, who wouldn't be happy to live here, where it's always sunny, it's always warm during almost the whole year. And I think that's also what people who are living here represent. I mean, whenever you meet someone, the person is always happy and likes to talk to you, and you just get the feeling that the person is happy to be here, happy to live here, and just enjoy their life. But now finally, let's talk about what I've learned here, as well as what I've learned in the management and leadership classes. And for this, I'd like to talk about 3 points. First of all, that tiny actions can actually have a huge impact on a person. For example, telling people they're doing great or just telling them some positive things can motivate them. And it's not only the case here at Westminster Shores, but also when we did some group presentations. I got motivated by someone who just told me, wow, you're doing a great job at that, or doing a great job at this. And I think that really can motivate people. And the second point is that I realized that being a leader is actually necessary or required in more situations than I have expected. Also really helped me was the general understanding of some management and leadership concepts and skills and how to apply them in real life. For example, here at Westminster Shores, listening skills are required. Because as you probably know, the elderly people, they sometimes speak very slowly or can't speak that loud anymore. So we, or I, as a volunteer, always had to listen very carefully to understand what they're actually saying. And the third point was that also influenced myself was that working with people isn't that bad actually. Because I'm a person who doesn't really like to work with people, at least that's what I thought. But now at Westminster, they kind of showed me that it's actually fun and entertaining if you just work with the right people. I hope you now got an idea of how my volunteering hours at Westminster Shore look like. And if you have any questions or are even interested in volunteering here as well, just let me know. Yeah, I really enjoyed my time here. And thank you very much for watching this video.